Hello everyone, I'm David. Today I'm going to tell you a story of the three little pigs. Okay. Once upon a time there was a mother pig who lived on a farm with her three little piglets in a warm and comfortable style. They were very happy together and got on very well with all the other animals. The farmer gave them plenty to eat. He filled up their trough twice a day with as many juicy apples as they could manage. As you may know, pigs are very fond of their food, as it came as no surprise when the little pigs grew too large for the farmyard. Mother pig gazed at them with pride. You have grown so big that you must go out into the world and build new houses for yourself. As they waved goodbye, their mother gave some advice. Always remember, she said with a tear in her eye, to beware of that big bad wolf. So off the three little pigs went singing, whistling down the road. Before very long, they came along a stack of straw. It must be my lucky day, chuckled the first little pig. I shall build my house with straw right on this very spot. Quickly he gathered up the straw, and in next to no time he had built himself a little house. The second little pig trotted on until he came to a wood. How very fortunate I am, giggled the second little pig. I shall build my house with sticks. This is a good place to live. I shall build my house with sticks. This is a good place to live, and I shan't have to carry them far. So he set to work, and soon he had a fine wooden house with windows, doors, even a wooden chimney. The second little pig felt quite safe from the big bad wolf and he settled down to eat his dinner. Now the third little pig was much wiser than the other two. He planned to build his house of bricks, and he had brought along the tools to do the job, for he worked hard for a long time before his house was finished and he was safe inside. All this time the big bad wolf had keeping his eye on the three little pigs. Sure, one dreadful day the big bad wolf came knocking on the first little pig's door. Little pig, can I come in? Not by the hair on my chinny chin, you cannot come in, squealed the first little pig. Then huff and puff and blow your house down, said the wolf. So he huffed and puffed, and in no time, straw house had blown up. The wolf gobbled up the first little piggy piglet. The next day, the wolf went to see the second little pig, where the second little pig lived. It didn't take him a long time to find the house made of sticks. When the second little pig heard the wolf coming, he hurried inside and locked the door. The wolf banged on the door and cried, little pig, can I come in? No, but here, chin, chin, you gotta come in. And that was just American English, okay? Squealed the second little pig. Now huff and puff and blow your house down. You know that. Said the wolf. So he huffed and puffed and in no time all down just for pieces. And the wolf got left single little pig. It wasn't long before the wolf found the brick house built by the third little pig. He marched up the path and banged on the door. Little pig, can I come in? No, they're here like chinny chin. You can come in. Squealed the third little pig. Then I'll huff and puff and blow your house down, said the wolf. So he huffed and puffed, but the brick house did not fall down. The furious wolf ran at the house and bam, bang, clicked. The wolf trying to knock them down, but still the brick house did not fall in. So the wolf had to give up and go home. I have seen the last of him. The little pig thought to himself, and of course, he was right. Craftily, the wolf made up his mind to trick the last little pig and make a tasty meal of him. So the very next day, the wolf shouted through the little pigs, come with me tomorrow at 6 o'clock. We will dig some tulips for ourselves from the farmer's field. But the clever little pig caught an hour early. When the wolf called him, he was inside his brick house putting the tulips in the pot. Then the wolf said, meet me at 5 o'clock tomorrow morning and we can pluck apples together from that tree over there. At 4 the next morning, the little pig climbed up the tree to pluck apples, but as just he reached the top, he saw the wolf waiting and ready to eat him. These apples are so juicy, called the little pig, throwing one apple far from the tree. And while the wolf ran for the apple, the clever little pig jumped down and ran all the way home. Still the big bad wolf wouldn't give up. Come with me to the fair at 4 this afternoon, he begged the pig. So at 2, the third little pig trotted off to the fair to ride on the roundabouts and swings. As he had the money left, he bought himself a butter churn. On his way home, as he reached the top of the hill, he spied the wolf coming towards him, so he jumped inside the butter churn. It toppled fast, then began to roll down the hill. Faster and faster it went until it rolled right over the wolf and knocked him flat on the ground. The little pig ran home shaken but safe and sound. Later that night, the little pig heard a noise on his roof. It was the big bad wolf. I'm going to climb here. I'm climbing down a tree and eat you up, the wolf shouted. I'm going to climb down. Quick as he could, the little pig took the lid off a huge pot full of fire. The big bad wolf came sliding down the chimney and fell in a splash right in the bottom of the pot, I'm happy to say it was the end of him, but it wasn't the end of the third little pig. He was far too clever for that big bad wolf. Okay, bye. This is the story of the little pigs. Okay?